So this is a quick story time, guys. How I was almost ripped off at Walmart for $1,968 and some change. This happened very recently. So I go to Walmart and I buy a bunch of stuff. My total came up to $492.05. I get to the checkout counter to pay for my items. They scan everything, we put it in a bag. As I go to pay for my order, there's a power glitch because of a thunderstorm outside. The power went off, but it came right back on within seconds. The guy had me to swipe my card. I swiped my card. It declined for $492.05. And at this time, I know damn well it shouldn't be declining because we know what's in our account, right? We ain't stupid. We know how much money we got. So he had me to swipe the card again and it declined. He had me swipe the card a third time. The card declined. He rebooted the system, powered it off, powered it back on. I waited like maybe 3 or 4 agonizing minutes because we would have had to take all the stuff back out the bags, put it back on the conveyor, and rescan it everything again. So after 3 or 4 agonizing minutes waiting on that little system, the card reader to reboot, he had me to swipe my card again, and boom, it went through for $492.05. So something told me to click on my banking app that's on my phone to make sure everything was everything. I clicked on it. It showed 4 transactions within a few minutes apart of $492.05. So as the supervisors come over, I talk to the supervisors. I show them my phone, or I'm on my phone app. I said, there's 4 duplicate payments of this. So every time it declined, it actually went through. So now you got all 4 of these transactions for $492.05 pending. They said, oh no, keep your receipt, bring your receipt back tomorrow. We're going to fully refund it. Even the supervisor was right there, guys. She was right there. She said, don't worry about it. We're going to refund you. Don't lose the receipt. Now, it was raining outside. It was a bad storm. She said, don't get your receipt wet or nothing. So I took the receipt away and put it inside my wallet. I'm going to see if I can find it. And she says, do not lose the receipt under any circumstances. And I kept the receipt. And so she said, come back in 24 hours and we're going to refund you every single penny of the duplicate transactions. Here's the receipt right here. 24 hours later, I go back to Walmart. The same people are there. I stop off at the line of the sales associate who rung me up. And he addressed me as 49205. I said, I'm glad that you remembered me. I said, I'm back to get my money. He said, well, you got to go to customer service. I go over to customer service. We got 2 supervisors over there talking to me saying, well, you got to call your bank. There's nothing that we can do about it. But the day before, those same people were around the register because I made a commotion about all the duplicate transactions that came out of my account. And they all said the same thing. But 24 hours after I go back to Walmart, everybody got a whole different story. The energy is off. Now they're saying Walmart's not going to pay you. We don't have anything to do with that. You have to take that up with your bank. Moral to the story is my bank did file a dispute. I got my money back refunded within 24 hours, even though all 4 of those transactions of 492.05 still posted. My bank paid me the money back. So I would have been out of $1,968 and some change if it was not for my bank. So guys, do not trust the word of those Walmart employees, man. When you go there telling you come back tomorrow, that's all a bunch of bull crap, man. Just go straight to your bank, man. Prove to them that it's a duplicate transaction and call it the day. And I went back to Walmart a day or 2 later and seen the same people, and they walked up, well, one of them walked up to me and said, hey, did your bank take care of you? I said, yes, they did, man, because you guys lied. You guys said that y'all would give me my money back if I came back within 24 hours, and y'all didn't give me nothing. Y'all said that y'all had nothing to do with the transactions, even though my card was swiped at y'all Walmart. So do not listen to those employees. I'm not saying that they're bad employees, but they need to retrain those people to know what the hell they're talking about, because I wasn't the only one who experienced this that day, and my bank told me the same thing. So if you ever in the store and there's a power glitch and it's thundering outside, do not swipe your damn debit card, because they're going to get you and they're going to give you a hard time about getting your money back, man. Let me know if you guys have experienced something like this or something similar, and I appreciate you guys watching.
After watching this video, this is what I want to ask y'all. Can y'all imagine being in this situation? This is a sad, terrifying situation. And the reason why, it's sad because you always got to be careful when you go grocery shopping because you don't know what'll happen. And we all know grocery prices are high, but to be charged more than once, your car declining 2 and 3 times, it's just a sad situation. And like how he was saying, he had to check his accounts to see did the transactions go through or not. And they went through. And he shouldn't have to do that. I can't imagine going to Walmart, buying various items, and my car declining. And then the employees lying to me, telling me to come back tomorrow. They'll tell you that you gotta wait these amount of business days in order to get your money back on something that they messed up. Now I think that it was something going on. It was a little scheme trying to go on between the employees. I'm not there, but this is what I'm suspecting. I don't know. But it sounds off to me because at the end of the day, what I got to come back tomorrow for? They was probably hoping he wasn't going to worry about it like that and just go away. And that's sad. But what I want to do is give a shout out to his bank because his bank let those transactions go through. Those 2 and 3 times. My bank would have been blocking my car left and right, getting on my nerves. And I hate it when they do that. Because at the end of the day, if I'm spending money and something's gone from my account, I'm definitely going to notify you. You ain't got to block my account. I might need that money. That's why they say it's good to have cash sometimes. Because what if your car is not working? And in this situation, his car was declining. But Walmart was overcharging him, trying to charge his account all that money. And he know how much he had in his account. That's what he was stating. And I gotta give him credit for that. Because a lot of people don't know what they got in their account. And I know that's sad living in America with the cost of living getting out of hand. A lot of people ain't even worried about that type of thing. And it's just a sad situation that you really got to be careful out here. You got to be more aware. Check your receipts. And it shouldn't have to be like this all the time. You always on guard. You can't even shop in peace. Because the things that you shop for, you might get overcharged for it. And everything is overpriced as is anyway, which is another situation. And I just can't believe what's going on at Walmart. And it's happening all across the country. And that's the sad part. You be thinking that things are going to change, but it seems like it's getting worse. But as I was saying, you got to shout out the bank for disputing it, getting his money back. Whoever he banking with, y'all doing a great job. And this is just terrible. Let me know how y'all feel about this situation. Have y'all experienced this before? What's y'all take on this situation? Leave it in the comments, and I'm going to see y'all on the next one. Peace.